My name is Carol, and I'm a member of the Baha'i faith and belong to the Redbridge Baha'i community. The Baha'i faith is an independent world religion, one of the youngest religions, as it only began in 1844. The faith's teachings include a belief that there is only one God, whose name may be different according to religious traditions, but whose essence is the same. We are taught that this planet Earth is home to people of all races, colours, class and creed, who are all equal in the sight of God. One of the main beliefs of the Baha'i faith is unity, and this is what we are working to establish. I think we are all working towards establishing a more united world. We definitely need it. At the present time, we do not have a place of worship or centre in Redbridge, so I am grateful to and would like to thank Ahmad and the Islamic Centre for allowing me to talk to you today about the Baha'i perspective on kindness, faith in action. Kind is one of those words like nice. It can often be used rather lackadaisically and sometimes thoughtlessly. Oh, thank you, that is so kind. What a kind person. She was always so kind. He is the kindest man. But what does it really mean? What is kindness? And what does kindness look like? Firstly, kindness should be a genuine action, an opening of one's heart to others, an offer to help, to console, to encourage, showing that you care and reflecting that love that we receive from God onto others, treating others as we ourselves wish to be treated. And most importantly, kindness should be given without any expectation of a reward or reciprocation. Kindness is at its heart a spiritual act. When someone shows kindness to you, how do you feel? It makes you feel good. It warms your heart. It leaves a lasting feeling, a smile, as you remember the person and their kind act. It makes you feel noticed, uplifted, grateful, loved. And when we show kindness to others, it has the same uplifting effect on us. We are spiritually blessed because we have shown love, consideration, and a desire to help another human being. And it doesn't have to be big gestures. It could be as simple as a smile, holding a door open, helping a neighbour with their shopping, visiting a friend who is sick, taking time to listen to someone who needs to offload, offering to look after grandchildren to see mum so that mum and dad can have some time off, giving up your time to volunteer for a charity. Basically, anything that means you go that extra mile, willingly, because you see in that person you are offering kindness to the love of God. As people of faith, you do it for the love of God. As God shows his love for us in so many ways, we reflect and pass on that love to others. I want to share with you what happened to my daughter, a little story about kindness. My daughter lives in America and she was working for a charity for underprivileged children. And she decided that she wanted to buy some presents for Christmas for the children that were in her care and in her little group. So she was at the checkout after having selected some items, and she suddenly realised when the cashier rang the total up, she realised that she could actually spend a bit more and go back and get a few more things. So she explained to the cashier what she was doing and asked her if she could go back and just get a few more things, and the cashier agreed. When my daughter got back with the extra things that she bought, the cashier turned to her and she said, that lady has just paid for all of your gifts, your trolley's worth. And Nicola just looked at her. It was $200 worth of gifts, toys, sweets, candy that she'd put in the trolley. She burst into tears and she looked at the lady and she just said, "Thank you so much. Thank you. You don't know what this means." And the lady turned to her and said, "Honey," she said, "it's me who has to thank you because you gave me the opportunity to bring some light and some love and some happiness into these children's lives. So I should be the one to thank you."
And you can see that, from my voice, you can see that it's making me tear up a little bit. And that's exactly what kindness does. It touches your soul. So Nicola, my daughter, she decided that she would go back and spend the $200 of her own money that she'd originally intended, and a little bit more, and buy some extra things for the children. Maybe some toiletries I think she bought, and some clothes, and a few other bits and pieces that she knew they needed and would appreciate and love just as much as the gifts that had already been bought. Now that was a very big gesture. That was kindness in action in a big way. But it doesn't have to be big gestures. We can't all do that, but we can be open to making kind acts, however large or small, a part of who we are, little by little, looking for opportunities to show some kindness until it does become who we are. And it is all done through the love of God, through our love for God. I want to finish with a small quote from the Baha'i writings. "Be ye sincerely kind, not in appearance only. Let each one of God's loved ones centre his attention on this, to be the Lord's mercy unto man, to be the Lord's grace. Let him do some good to every person whose path he crosseth, and be of some benefit to him."